Simplex repeater, and it's picking up a station from Ann Arbor and a station from Aurelius, which is near Mason, Michigan. And this apparently is a new station coming in S7, so I don't know who that is.
I'm operating about 10 watts. Am I making the Dexter repeater? Over.
That's the radio I'm using. W8MNN from KD8LWRQUSL, you're making it. S7 on the meter, over.
W8MNN from KD8LWRQUSL, you're making it. S7 on the meter, over.
That's the local frequency. It's linked to 443.875. Another station coming in S9 plus 40.
Previous time I was operating high power, so about 55 watts. So anyway, sounds like a sweet setup. Seems to be working. And I think the other station is in Chelsea. Well, thank you very much.
That was a complete double. Anyway, QSL, you're making it you're making it pretty well. Anyway, let me lower the power, because I think it's operating too much power right now. So let me lower it to 40 watts, which is 100 watts ERP.
Anyway, QSL, you're making it. You're making it pretty well. Anyway, let me lower the power, because I think it's operating too much power right now. So let me lower it to 40 watts, which is 100 watts ERP.
K88 WR testing. Can you still hear it? 40 watts ERP.
K88 WR testing. Can you still hear it? 40 watts ERP.
Sorry, 100 watts ERP, 40 watts out, but 100 watts ERP. Can you still hear it?
Sorry, 100 watts ERP, 40 watts out, but 100 watts ERP. Can you still hear it? Good and clear in Ann Arbor. Thank you.
QSL copy loud and clear in Ann Arbor. QSL W8MNN from KD8 LWR. I'll be monitoring, but waiting for your final.
QSL copy loud and clear in Ann Arbor. QSL W8MNN from KD8 LWR. I'll be monitoring, but waiting for your final. I don't just pick up the mic and talk. Is there a delay or something, over?
basically you hear two beeps right at the start of when somebody's recording, and then basically if it pauses for more than if you pause your transmission for more than 1 second, it automatically repeats because it's on Vox. It's not on carrier like regular repeaters, but it's on Vox. So any pause within 1 second, even a carrier drop within carrier drop will still pick up, and then it'll wait 1 second, and then it'll repeat back.
Basically, you hear two beeps right at the start of when somebody's recording, and then basically if it pauses for more than if you pause your transmission for more than 1 second, it automatically repeats because it's on Vox. It's not on carrier like regular repeaters, but it's on Vox. So any pause within 1 second, even a carrier drop with it, carrier drop will still pick up, and then it'll wait 1 second, and then it'll repeat back. You're on the KHLWR Simplex repeater system, broadcasting from an antenna 24 feet above the great village of Dexter.
Anyway, that's the coverage. See if anybody else is on. S8. KC.my, KD.WR, how much power are you running? You're coming in S8.
KC.my, KD.WR, how much power are you running? You're coming in S8. It sounds pretty loud in the truck there. You can turn that main volume down a little bit. That'll sound a lot better, I think. Go down maybe one whole notch with it from where it is now.
KD8WR key. So I mainly have the volume up for my transmission so that they don't get interrupted by the repeater. But anyway, is this better?
KD8WR key. So I mainly have the volume up for my transmission so that they don't get interrupted by the repeater. But anyway, is this better? I understand that. that's better than being too low. So it sounds like the remote's getting in there. So all right, I'll go back to listen.
Yeah, so I copy both stuff, but anyway, the um um repeater, like I said, I think the volume is a little too low now because the repeater is not coming back with your full transmissions. I'll turn it up just a little bit. Can you get out of the way? Can you test it now?
The repeater, like I said, I think the volume is a little too low now because the repeater is not coming back with your full transmissions. I'll turn it up just a little bit. Can you get out of the way? Can you test it now?
What? I didn't mean to have my hand covered because I forgot it was filming. I forgot it was filming. Whoa, that's probably the longest transmission ever.
Yep, you want to look at the green light when I'm talking. Right now, look at the green light. That green light should just be flickering, or you should see a little bit of activity on the green light there on that repeater, right where that plug is. So hopefully, if it's adjusted right, that light should just be flickering green. And then I believe on the playback, it turns yellow there. So it takes a little bit to get it set just right, but yeah, I think it's hard to say where it's at, but like I say, it was pretty loud before.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the light right now, and it seems to be working. It seems to be all green, and the yellow or orange light is not disappearing at all.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the light right now, and it seems to be working. It seems to be all green, and it's yellow or orange light is not disappearing at all.
This light right here. This green light.
Something to do with the playback or the record or something. I don't remember now. I have to read it, but all right. Yeah, we'll see how things go. So, all right, I'll be listening. JC, you know my.
Yeah, so I'll be listening. I'll be listening as well. And also, this repeater can actually play back on other transmissions of other repeaters, basically. It basically what it does is it transmits the the playback of the sub band while still transmitting on the main band. So it's pretty cool. I'll be monitoring KCLMI with W8MNN, and the others on 36875 and 0125 from KD8RWI, as well as 31 and 16.
I'll be listening as well. And also, this repeater can actually play back on other transmissions of other repeaters. Basically, basically what it says is it transmits the playback of the sub band while still transmitting on the main band. So it's pretty cool. I'll be monitoring KC&LMI with WAMNN and the others on 36875 and 0125 from KD8LWI as well as 31 and 1. Every Saturday night at 8 p.m. join KD8LWI for the Simplex Repeater Talknet on Dexter's first amateur radio repeater system, KD8LWI. Actually, there was a repeater at Dexter High 30 years ago. KD8HLV.
Actually, there is a repeater at Dexter High on an output frequency of 461.275 and input frequency of 466.275 and a PL of 97.4 Hz.
Actually, there is a repeater at Dexter High on an output frequency of 461.275 and input frequency of 466.275 and a PL of 97.4 Hz. That's funny.
It's the Dexter Community Schools transportation repeater that's often most active at around 8 a.m. and 3 p.m.
It's the Dexter Community School transportation repeater that's often most active at around 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. What's the frequency of that?
It's 461.275. 461.275 if you want to program it on your scanner.
461.275. 461.275 if you want to program it on your scanner. Roger, got it. KD8HLV. Gotta help the Basset Hound up here.
So I'll still be listening. KD8HLV with I'll still be listening. KD8HLV with KC8LMI, WNMNN, and the others on the different Jackson area repeaters, except 88 and 47 from KD8LWI.
I'll still be listening. KD8HLV with KC8LMI, WNMNN, and the others on the different Jackson area repeaters, except 88 and 47 from KD8LWI.
Please ignore that beep. Do you know what that beep means, Brian? The beep, beep, beep.
Please ignore that beep. Do you know what that beep means, Brian? The beep, beep, beep.
I don't know if you've ever heard it on your repeater, but I've heard it a lot of times in the past 4 or 5 months.
I don't know if you've ever heard it on your repeater, but I've heard it a lot of times in the past 4 or 5 months.
Whoever was transmitting over me, go ahead.
Whoever was transmitting over me, go ahead.
Doubling. I hate doubling. Basically, the setup is this ADS-SR1 with this triplexer and these antennas as well. So it's working. I've done it. There. Now it's actually on the memory, so that it doesn't automatically change frequencies on me. Kitty it out if you want. I don't even know who to turn it to. I think Brian is actually the only one on the repeater at this time, but anybody else is welcome to join in. I'll be Brian if nobody else does.
Now it's actually on the memory, so that it doesn't automatically change frequencies on me. Kitty it out if you want. I don't even know who to turn it to. I think Brian is actually the only one on the repeater at this time, but anybody else is welcome to join in. I'll be Brian if nobody else does.
Kitty it out if you want. Over to you, Brian, if you're still listening.
Kitty it out if you want. Over to you, Brian, if you're still listening.
And how's the audio on it now? Is it better?
And how's the audio on it now? Is it better? Yeah, well, I've never heard that beep on mine ever. I don't know what like I say, I haven't played with it too much. I just basically left it at default. So after the reset, I didn't program anything back in. But alright, I'm writing an email here. I'll be listening, but I'll check in here later. Casey, you don't mind?
TSO. 7-3 Brian. And that's weird about the audio. It seems distorted, but then when I turn it down, it doesn't repeat the transmission that well, which is why I don't want a COS or COR or anything. Back to you, or sorry, 7-3 for now. And I don't know if anybody else is listening, but they're more than welcome to join. KC8LMI, KC8LMI, not W8, not KD8, from KD8LWI.
So, 7-3 Brian, and that's weird about the audio. It seems distorted, but then when I turn it down, it doesn't repeat the transmission that well, which is why I don't want a COS or 3OR or anything. Back to you, or sorry, 7-3 for now. And I don't know if anybody else is listening, but they're more than welcome to join. KC8LMI, KC8LMI, not W8, not KD8, from KD8LWI.
ARRL audio news heard in southeastern Michigan via the KD8LWR 14748 Simplex repeater in Dexter, Michigan on Saturday evenings at 9 p.m.
Dexter Station, S9 plus 50. 5. 55.
Yeah, Stuart, you don't want to turn that all the way down. You don't want to go all the way down with the volume. You just want to bring it down a bit from where it is now, I would say.
Oh, that's Aurelius.
If you go all the way down,
That's amazing.
it's not going to work. So, just, there's a little critical adjustment there that's got to be made to make it sound right. So.
Okay, so I'll try turning it down a little bit. But that audio right there actually seems kind of fine, at least on my end.
So I'll try turning it down a little bit, but that audio right there actually seems kind of fine, at least on my end. Turn the volume down, it's way too hot. It ain't yours, it'll be it.
Okay, so I turned it down now. Let's see if the Simplex repeater actually copies my transmissions fully. Any URW back to KD8LWI.
So I turned it down now. Let's see if the Simplex repeater actually copies my transmissions fully. Any URW back to KD8LWI.
Okay, try it now.
Okay, try it now. You're still sounding over-deviated. Test 1, 2. Turn it down all the way and just bring it up a little bit.
Test KD8LWI. test kitty it out if you want to test it. See, it doesn't even copy my transmissions fully. I turn it up a little bit so it actually copies my transmissions now. How is that? How's that on audio?
Yeah, it's better. Still kind of hot. Brian, what do you think?
How much power and how high is that remote base? It's hearing me S8.
How much power and how high is that remote base? It's hearing me S8.
Kitty hawk, you are already on. Kitty down. How's the other now?
How's the other now?
I don't know if you're asking me or Jason, but I'm still here.
I don't know if you're asking me or Jason, but I'm still here.
Interference. Well, this video is going on over 30 minutes now. Simplex repeaters take longer though. Yes, I think it's the minimum that I should have it because it's barely copying your transmissions. Try testing again, and I'll tell you what the green light says.
Yes, I think it's the minimum that I should have it because it's barely copying your transmissions. Try testing again, and I'll tell you what the green light says. From high above northern Dexter, this is the 88LWR Simplex repeater system with no PL required.
That's it. I'm putting it back to 7-minute voice IDs. Not 9-minute voice IDs and 9-minute CW IDs.
Yeah, we're just trying to read this one page I got printed out here. Full scale. The red LED is normally on, and will switch off when the level exceeds 100%. So I would say turn it all the way down to where that green light is just lit. So it should be like kind of flickering as I'm talking right now. It should be going dim and bright. I think that's.
Yes, the green light is just barely even going bright. It's just dim. It's barely bright.
The green light is just barely even going bright. It's just dim. It's barely bright. That's probably just about right then. The sound of it there. Definitely sounds better. Coming back now.
Yes, but once again, it didn't copy your full transmission. Maybe I should set the Vox delay for 2 seconds instead of just 1, or maybe 1.5 seconds. What do you think is a good selection time?
But once again, it didn't copy your full transmission. Maybe I should set the Vox delay for 2 seconds instead of just 1, or maybe 1.5 seconds. What do you think is a good selection time?
What do you think I should set it to? And also, since you have the instructions, I was wondering what the command is to set that.
What do you think I should set it to? And also, since you have the instructions, I was wondering what the command is to set that. Don't know, I haven't ordered my book yet at the moment. When I built that cable. Probably change that cable around and set it up for core output on the back instead of using the box setting. It'll probably be a little more.
You keep dropping out, in and out, Brian. Anyway, did you say that I should set it to the COR?
You keep dropping out, in and out, Brian. Anyway, did you say that?
Did you say that I should set it to the COR, active high or active low?
Did you say that I should set it to the COR, active high or active low? Question. I don't know what it is by default. Yeah, we're not using the CR at all right now, so that's what I was saying. We could take it off of Vox and put it on the CR.
Okay, so I'll try it. Let me look at the command though. KD out of the
I'll try it. Let me look at the command though. KD out of the
must look at command. The command for the Vox. Not the Fox, not the box. The Vox and a few other things as well. Okay, I have the manual. Oh, that was in a YouTube video. COR squelch input. Pound 1091 or pound 1092. Pound 13. Okay. Getting out of the WR, entering the security code.
Out of the WR, entering the security code.
Get out of here. Get out of there. Enter the 7-minute voice identification code. Get out of here, sir. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of your testing voice ID.
Get out of your testing voice ID. You're tuned to the K8LWR Simplex repair system, serving Dexter and vicinity with 100 watts of effective radiated RF power.
Okay, get out of your testing the Vox.
Testing the Vox.
And 1091. Get it out of your. Great. Getting out of your finally testing with the Vox. With the Vox.
Finally testing with the Vox.
Okay, kitty out of your testing active high input.
Okay, kitty out of your testing active high input.
Kitty out of your kitty out of your I just ruined my Simplex computer. Let me just save this.